What's going on, guys? So this is the Cabin Fever in Spectra Flame. I would say like an aqua blue, personally. I think it looks absolutely awesome. You can see the flames that are tampoed onto the side of the metal bed. Looks absolutely stunning. And the tampo or the paint, I guess maybe it's Spectra Flame paint, kind of matches the blue of the cab, so that's really awesome. One thing that I just noticed, I was trying to find a nice Spectra Flame blue car to load onto this car, and there's a lip on the top of the sides of the ramp, and that prevents certain cars that are a little long from actually fitting onto the back of the car. So it's something to keep in mind. If you are planning to display this with a specific car, you won't really know until you open it and start testing out various cars. So I was able to find a Spectra Flame RLC car in blue that I think will look pretty good with this car. There's a lot of different choices, but for the cars that I have in my collection, I think this car suits it well, and it has enough clearance. The main issue I'm seeing also is the lip in the back that holds the tire on will also sometimes hit the bodywork of other certain vehicles depending on how low the vehicle is. The car looks absolutely stunning on these Real Rider, kind of a classic spoked wheel. Looks very, very good. Has a nice raked forward stance with extra large rear wheels. So let's check out the engine, shall we? Okay, it's not gonna stay up on its own. So check it out as it comes around. Oh yeah, it's a very cool kind of secret detail that you wouldn't really know, especially when I open this one because it doesn't show it. So let's see what it looks like when a car is loaded on. I have the Willis gasser here. It is the RLC Selections version. And it fits perfectly in the rear. It looks like that wheel well cradle was specifically made for the size of those tires, which is very, very cool indeed. And so anyways, this was the RLC Selection 40s Willis gasser. It says Wild Blue on it, and it features a different shade of Spectra Flame blue, but I think they work handily, very, very nice together, and the car sits perfectly on there. I'm glad that the lifting bed is metal so that when you place a car on there, it doesn't accidentally flip over backwards, because it looks kind of precarious having a car cradled on there like that. I will say I am slightly nervous for the Willis gasser just dangling back there, but I am, I guess, putting my trust in the Hot Wheels designers that they engineered this well enough that it will not make a car flip over backwards. So that's very, very cool. Obviously, you could put other vehicles on here. You don't have to put RLC cars on here. You don't have to put this RLC car on here. You could display whatever you want to display. But I figured this would go nicely. Both of them are, vehicles from the classic era, shall we say. You know, you would see these at a hot rod show, for example. I could totally see this grouping coming to a hot rod show and just blowing everybody away because it looks absolutely awesome. And now that I'm looking at it, the passenger rear tire is sticking out from the edge just slightly, and that's because I don't have it centered. There we go. Now it's centered on the cradle. And I have to say, now that I have a car on this transporter, wow. I mean, it just, I don't know, it looks even better now because now it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. And I really like it. I think it looks really, really nice. It's definitely an awesome RLC car. It's something different and it has a purpose and I like it. I like that the grille on the inside portion here is actually metal, not chrome. At least I think it's metal. It looks like metal, it feels like metal, and it doesn't look like the chrome plastic of this side piece, for example. Like I said, this car was produced in an RLC era where the cars were basically all classic vehicles. They didn't make new cars, you know, they weren't pumping out G-Wagons and McLaren F1s and, you know, Acura Integra Type Rs, for example. So back then, producing 5,000 of this car, it probably took a while for it to, you know, fly off the shelves even at 5,000. But in today's era of RLC cars being produced in the 30,000 mark, even though the RLC cars of today are pretty much unnumbered as of 2024, which is a big shame. You know, 5,000 versus 30,000, that's a huge difference when it comes to the rarity of a vehicle. And honestly, the quality of this RLC car is really, really good. I think the quality of older RLC cars was better back in the day. That's just my opinion and what I've seen from opening multiple cars from this older era. I don't know, there's just not as many flaws. The tampos are always in the right places. There's no scratches on the paintwork when you take it out of the package. I don't know, it's just maybe with lower production numbers, they're not flying through so much and they're, you know, they're taking their time and the production's better. I did hear that they had changed how the Spectraflame paint was being applied, like it was a different technique back then and the actual paint was better. Or the chroming process was better when they were polishing the cars before they were being painted. This car is going to be a tight squeeze for the Carney case. I think it will just barely fit, but unfortunately, no car will be able to be displayed on top of it, I don't think, unless I put, you know, one of those early 60s, what is it, like Beatnik Bandit or something on it. One of those super low profile Hot Wheels cars from the 60s. One of those little teeny wedge-like cars, maybe it will fit. Or I could put the 1998 Hot Wheels go-kart on it, but that would look really silly. Let me know in the comments what you think about this casting. Do you like it? Do you wish Hot Wheels would bring back this casting and maybe do like a 15,000 run of this particular casting? I wish they would bring it back because I think it definitely has a place in RLC. I'd like to see it in a few more colors. You know, maybe a Spectraflame bright yellow would look cool, I think. Spectraflame light green might look really awesome. Spectraflame purple would look awesome, though I think RLC has been doing Spectraflame purple quite a lot. I think this would make a really cool Hot Wheels convention party car with the pink and white. So maybe the fenders are white and the cab is pink, or the whole car is Spectraflame pink with maybe just a very subtle white stripe. Might be kind of cool. Anyways, just my thoughts on hopefully the next edition of this car. This car would look really awesome in the same color that there was a blown delivery that was like a Spectraflame light copper brown color. That would look awesome on this car. That's my review of the 2016 Cabin Fever in Spectraflame Blue. Thanks for watching this RLC review. If you liked this review, please check out my other Hot Wheels RLC reviews. Happy Hot Wheels hunting. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.